Let us do Prardhana and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Annado Sri Jagannada Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwar. We are learning Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita. We are learning Vignana Yogam chapter. Last week we learned from 11th Slokam to some portion of 14th Slokam. Let us recap what we learned last week. So the one who would like to discard the desire and love, so those kind of in those kind of people the strength is me, and the people who are walking against the dharmas, their desire is me. That's what told by Paramatma. Then what he said, so he created Satvika, Rajasa, Tamasa. These are division of dispositions. These division of dispositions are created by Paramatma, Absolute Soul itself. He is the base for them, but he is not. But they are not base to Paramatma. Then he said that so entire world, all the creatures are being influenced by Satvika, Rajasa, Tamasa emotions. Because of that, though I am imperishable, they are not able to know about me. So 14th Slokam, that's what up to the 13th Slokam. The 14th Slokam, we learned some portion of it last week. Daivi hesha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mame vaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. This slokam is talking about Paramatma, Absolute Soul. Last week we learned some portion of it. So what he is saying over here, the Maya is filled with emotions. So nobody cannot conquer that. If so, whoever surrenders him, they can easily conquer Maya or cross over Maya. So, or get out of the Maya. That is what Lord Krishna, the Paramatma, Absolute Soul, told here. The Absolute Soul is the one who created the entire world. He created everything. Then after that, what he did, he created a system so that that system can manage everything, and he made it such a way that every creature and everything in this world should abide by the rules of that system. So that's so after creating that system, the Absolute Soul, he is the one who created everything, right? But he is not involving any task, and he has no relation with that. The system whichever he created, that system is managing everything. So all the creatures are following according to that. So that's why, so under whose direction this entire world is in is getting executed is under the direction of the Maya itself, and so entire world is under the clutches of Maya. So Maya is the one which is playing this entire world. So that system is called Maya. God said it's Maya. So that's why in the Shlokam itself he told that. So there are some other names for Maya as well. So Jesus said that Satan. In Islam, they say it as Satan. Since it is since it was created by absolute soul, so he said Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya. That means so he only created this Maya. Maya is filled with emotions. So according to his orders, Maya will be working. So Maya will be driving this entire world according to his order, command. God gave that command. God created the Maya, commanded it. So it is running this world. So there is nothing, nobody can escape from Maya. Everything should be under control of Maya. So who does not come under influence of Maya is only Paramatma, the absolute soul. So, according to the system that is created by Paramatma, that is called Maya. So, in that under the control of Maya, everything is there in this world. If somebody wants to walk against Maya, then it will object that. It does not let them walk against it. If somebody wants to go beyond birth and death, that's liberation, so then it becomes enemy to them. So the people who are trying to get liberation or salvation, they will become opponent to Maya. So that is why Maya is always opposite to the people who would like to get liberation, who is trying to get liberation. Uh, if somebody desires if somebody desires strongly to get liberation, then the Maya does not do anything to him. If Maya wants to do to anything, anybody, it can do. So that means so uh, God said over here is it is impossible to conquer Maya. That is why in Slokam he said, Mama Maya Duratyaya. So when we come to know that some people may ask one question, if that is the case when Maya is becoming against everyone and everybody is under control of Maya and nobody cannot do anything to Maya, so nobody cannot beat Maya, then how come um, we will get liberation? So for that, what God is saying over here is Mameva ye prapadyante. So whoever surrenders to God, whoever surrenders to Absolute Soul Paramatma, then they only can conquer the Maya. But in order to surrender, in order to surrender or in order to remember to surrender to Paramatma, minimum we should know the wisdom of him, right? The God's wisdom. So if we know some if we can know this is the specific wisdom, by knowing this we can uh, surrender to Paramatma or Absolute Soul. So for that purpose, Absolute Soul created a mechanism for that, that is called teaching dharmas or wisdom. Dharmas are wisdom. So whoever follows the dharmas of God, even though Maya creates so many obstacles to him, but they don't leave that path, finally they will reach Absolute Soul. In order to follow the Absolute Soul dharmas, divine dharmas, we should know these are specific dharmas related to God? So that some people may ask this kind of question. So the answer what Bhagavan is providing over here, when Paramatma, Absolute Soul, created this entire world, the creation, in the beginning he created um, entire creation, right? So that time he created dharmas also. So Maya will do her own work and the dharmas will do their work. So both are doing their own task individually, and one is opposite to another one. But both of them are created for the creatures itself. But the creatures are getting much more influence through Maya because of the Maya itself. So there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that. Because of that much more influence of Maya on the creatures, they are not coming towards the God. So they are not approaching the dharmas. They are not coming beside the dharmas. So Absolute Soul created the creatures. The Absolute Soul created the Maya, and he made the Maya to influence three different ways or work three different ways on the creatures. For that, he created the creatures also in three types. So one grows upward, another grows parallel, third one grows downward. So the first type which grows upward, they will have less influence of Maya and they are very near to the God and they earn very less karma. The second category which uh, grow which grow parallelly, so they will have little bit more, they will earn little bit more karma than the first category, and little bit lesser nearer to the God, and a little bit more near to the Maya, the second category compared to the first category, first type. The third type is the one which those creatures earn a lot of karma and they are very near to Maya, and they are very far away from the God itself. So, what are the first type of the creatures? They are the seeds which we sow in the earth, and the plants, trees, the strings, so which will grow upward towards the sky, and their sole place is in the bottom, and they grow upward. So their sole placement is in their roots. They are in the earth itself. The second category are, some of them are uh, some of them born from the skin, the body itself. The some of them born from the eggs itself. They are like animals, insects, birds, fishes, snakes, those kind of things. So their soul position is parallel to the body, and their body grow parallelly or horizontally. And the third category people, those are specifically born out of the body itself only, which are growing downward. So third category are human being. Human beings are born from the body only. So their soul position is in the head portion. So there is the root. From there they grow downwards towards the ground. So among these three types of creatures, there is a much more difference in the internal body organs, which are mind, buddhi, chittam, and their work as well. They have differences in their emotions, activity, movement also. Um, but the more activity is there in the human being species, in humans, the buddhi, the intellect, chittam, ego, and mind are very, very active. Their internal organs are very much strengthened, so they are much more powerful. Because of that, emotions are also working extremely well. So the emotions have lot of power in the human beings. They have much more strength in the human beings. Their influence is much more on the human beings. That's why in the slogan God said that Gunamayi Mama Maya. So his Maya is filled with gunas. So that is why the influence is much more. The gunas are much more strengthened in human beings. So God also established this Maya with much more strength of the gunas in the human beings itself. So Maya has much more strong influence on particularly human beings. Um, though God established a Maya and the dharmas both, since human being is not able to know which is Maya and which are dharmas, and the Maya has much more power, and everything is under her control, so then it is pulling towards her, all the human beings. It is pulling all the human beings towards her. So it is making sure that her party is much more attractive and well. So Maya and the dharmas both are working oppositely. So each one is trying to not lose its identity, their identity. So Maya also what it will do, it will try to mimic, it will try to mimic, or it will try to uh, make sure that, so it will pretend, to teach the, it will, it is pretending that it is teaching the divine dharmas. Actually it is teaching the Maya dharmas, Maya wisdom. So the wisdom of Maya it teaches, but it pretends that it is teaching divine dharmas. So uh, and the Maya wisdom has much more popularity in the world itself. Why? Because so God created the Maya and gave the strength thousand times than the uh, real wisdom, than the real divine wisdom. So that is why in Gita, Bhagavan also said that, so in the human beings, one among thousands will try to get the liberation. Uh, so when we see in this world, there are some gurus who are teaching the wisdom and who are providing the upadesham also, that we see. The Maya also will focus much more on them, and Maya makes them to appear like gnanis to the outside world, and many people refuse to them, and they are going to listen very carefully whatever they teach, and they and the teachers, whatever they teach, the people also think that, oh, this is the real wisdom. And the teachers also, the Maya teachers, the gurus also use the words wisdom and God, and they will teach attractively, very attractively, but actually they in their teachings only 1% will be divine wisdom, and the 99% will be the Maya wisdom in it. So this makes much more surprise, but um, nobody cannot identify, nobody cannot recognize that, oh, this is Maya wisdom, this is divine wisdom. So that is why the Maya is much more powerful. It's much more, um, it has greatness to do like that. So, even though there is a very popular guru in this world who is teaching the spirituality, so 95% of the wisdom, whatever teaches, it will contain Maya itself. So, um, like that, it will create so many gurus in the world and they will be teaching the wisdom. So, that wisdom looks like divine wisdom, but it's not actually divine wisdom. People will approach them and learn only Maya wisdom, and they are entangled in the Maya itself and they are not able to travel towards the Paramatma. So, if somebody gets the desire of learning the wisdom, so immediately Maya will pull that person towards the Maya Gurus itself. So that is why in the Gita, in this chapter itself, God said, the one who wants to get the liberation. So among them, in thousands of people, among them, one of them only is able to learn his wisdom. So Maya is spread in different levels of gurus, in the form of gurus. Maya is in the form of gurus in different stages and levels. So nobody cannot escape out of that. That's what the greatness of Maya. So in order to get the true divine wisdom, true absolute soul wisdom, so Janma Samskara, uh, the strength of Janma Samskara should be more. So that should be coming from so many births. So many births it should be. Um, so here some people may get one doubt that, so when every guru is under the influence of Maya and it is pretending that the teachings are real teachings, but it is teaching always Maya wisdom only, then how come we can get the absolute wisdom? That is what some people may get the doubt. So for that there is an answer. uh, if there is a guru on the earth who is teaching 100% wisdom, so then no need to uh, no not that. So if there is a wisdom available on the earth 100% which is pure, then God does not require to take a human form. So God said that whenever there is a defection to dharmas, when the dharmas are vanished, then only he is going to take human form and teach the dharmas. That's what he said in the Bhagavad Gita itself. So, in order to teach the dharmas, the absolute soul has to take birth himself, um, and he has to teach it, right? So, when that thing happens, then Maya will be in the trouble. So, in that situation, Maya will lose control on the gurus which she established. So, to avoid such situation, Maya, what it does, uh, it will take birth herself and it will appear greater than the Bhagavan itself, and also will get popularity as a Bhagavan on the earth. So when Maya does that, the real avatar of Bhagavan, real avatar of Paramatma will appear lesser than the Maya Bhagavan. So, whenever there are no dharmas, the God is taking the birth and he is establishing dharmas. That is happening for every 1,000 years, or some thousands of years, or some hundred thousands of years. So, whenever Paramatma takes the human form, that time also Maya will also uh, take the avatar, and it will start pulling the people towards her. So, in whichever place Bhagavan birth is there, so near to that place are surrounding places. So, Maya also will take three or four births, and it will start influencing the people, and it will start teaching the Maya wisdom itself. So, and it will start teaching very attractfully the spirituality, but it's not real spirituality. So, it is like we eat the food, but that food does not contain any vitamins or the minerals, or so whichever is helpful to the body, that kind of stuff will not be there, that energy or anything will not be there in the food, but we eat the food. Like that, the wisdom of Maya will be like that. It appears like a divine wisdom, but it's not actually. So, since Maya is the one who is the under the Maya, everything is in control. Entire world is under the control of Maya itself. So Maya can do anything. That's why. So Maya can teach uh, uh, Maya wisdom very attractively, and also it can show many miracles. But Paramatma, when he comes when he comes as a Bhagavan, he does not show any miracles. He teaches only pure dharmas. But Maya, not only it teaches Maya wisdom, but it also shows miracles, and it will turn the gold into stone, stone into gold. So it can do that. It can make it disappear the things, and it can create the new things. It can create the diseases, it can eliminate the diseases. So it can appear in Russia, and also uh, in America, and also in Russia, and simultaneously both also. So even though it teaches the Maya wisdom, so it will do propagate its wisdom, uh, saying that these are true dharmas. So anybody can surrender to Maya. So it's such. So it makes sure anybody can surrender to her. So it will make sure that everybody will say, "Oh, he is real Bhagavan," like that. That's what Maya does. So, uh, so Paramatma will be um will be living like a ordinary person on the earth, and he will be teaching dharmas only. He will not show any miracles. So, if we consider there are 100,000 people going towards the Maya wisdom, it is very hard to say that one person may turn towards the real Paramatma wisdom when Bhagavan is on the earth and teaching his wisdom. Because whenever somebody thinks that this might be Paramatma's wisdom, immediately Maya will show influence on him, and will uh, make him sure that no, like that. So why it is happening? Why it's happening? Because we came to know that Maya is in the control of Paramatma. But Bhagavan, when he is as a human being, ordinary human being, when he takes the birth, when Paramatma comes as a human being, then he will have lesser strength compared to the Maya. That's why we came to know that, so 1,000 times strength is given to Maya wisdom, Maya, and only 1% given to the Dharmas itself. That's why, so Bhagavan will have lesser strength in when he is on the earth itself. So that is why the absolute soul, when he took avatar, when he came onto the earth as Jesus Christ, so Maya, what it did, so it made him weaken and made the people to beat him and made the people to scold him. When Paramatma came as Sri Krishna Bhagavan, during that time it created so many enemies to him. Kamsa was his uncle, so he scolded him and he created so many obstacles in his life. Maya made him as the uh, Lord Krishna as womanizer and a robber kind of thing. Like that, so many ways it scolded and lessened him. So, so God, Bhagavan also said that. So on the earth, this is not my kingdom. My kingdom is separate. There I am the king of the kingdom. So here, this is the uh, kingdom where we have all the birth and death, everything over here. So the king of the kingdom is Maya on the earth, but wherever in the eternal world, I am the king of the eternal world. That's what uh, Bhagavan said. So, and he said that there, so except him, nobody would be there. You all come to there. You all come there and become like me, he said. So here, some people may get another doubt that so Maya is also taking birth like Bhagavan. How it's happening? So since Bhagavan comes alive from the mother's womb, is it Maya is also doing the same, or Maya is Maya takes birth like a ordinary human being? So we came to know that Bhagavan will come alive from mother's womb. So he does not have to die at one place and come and join the newly born fetus. So when mother conceives, right? When mother delivers the baby, it's not like that. Since Paramatma is everywhere, he is spread everywhere. Since one speck of him, when it comes as a human form, he is called Bhagavan. So since he is spread everywhere, even he is inside the mother's womb itself. So in the mother's womb itself, he himself can create his own body, and he will get out from mother's womb. That's what the greatness of Bhagavan itself. So, but the Maya does not born like the ordinary human and also not like Bhagavan. But how it is going to do? So, what it does, it will recognize where the Bhagavan's birth is going to happen on the earth. So, it will choose such kind of place around the around the place where Bhagavan is going to take the birth. Then then it will choose a person. uh, it will enter into that person, may take 6 months to 1 year to occupy whole body of him. So it may enter into the poor fellow or the young person or a old person. So when it happens, that is called the birth of the Maya. When the Maya occupies that body, that human's body, the person does not recognize that Maya entered into him. And automatically some miracles will be happening from that body. So he does not even recognize that. So this is because of the Maya. He will think that he himself got the miracles to do. So that way he will think like that. So like that, Maya is entering into the some of the people, and there it is showing the influence. But Maya is not taking birth like Paramatma how he does, and is not like the human being. But when Maya takes the birth, so it will appear like Bhagavan to the other people. but he is not really a Bhagavan. There is another surprising thing over here. Uh, when Bhagavan comes as a human being, then the Maya will take 3 to 4 births here and there and show the miracles 100%. But Paramatma, when he is a human being on the earth, so he will live like a Jivatma, mortal soul, immortal soul, absolute soul. So, three types of activities will be there in the Bhagavan's body. So, he will be experiencing happiness and sorrow when he is like uh, when he is like a mortal soul, when he is as a mortal soul, when his status is a mortal soul on that situation. So sometimes when his status is like a soul status, when he is in the soul status, he will get the experiences, soul related experiences. When he shows the status of the Paramatma, so then he can command the nature itself. So, so in the Bhagavad Gita, if you see the Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavad Gita, what he did, he spoke like Jivatma, Atma, and Paramatma, mortal soul, immortal soul, absolute soul. So when he came as a Jesus Christ, so during that days he experienced so many obstacles, sorrow as a mortal soul. And he said that as a soul, I am seeing you always. And he commanded the cyclone in the ocean, in a sea, and make it calm down. So when Paramatma he takes the birth, so when he is in the form, when his status is as a mortal soul, then the Maya will uh, will create obstacles to him, will torture him. So when he is talking like a immortal soul, so it will hate and it will scold him. The Maya will scold him. So whenever his status is like a Paramatma, then it will show, the Maya will show complete devotion and obedience to him. So so when Jesus Christ was with the status of the mortal soul, during that time, so the Maya made him the people to beat with lashes and create so many obstacles. And when he was teaching wisdom as Atma, soul, immortal soul, then then the gurus filled with Maya scolded him. When he was when he was talking like Paramatma, then what Maya did is it made the um it made the dead body to come alive. So and also Maya, what it taught to Jesus Christ when Jesus Christ was like a uh, mortal soul during that time, as his when his status was mortal soul, when he was uh, mortal soul. So Maya said that I can turn the pebbles into food. I can make you the emperor of this entire world. Then Jesus Christ said, so as a mortal soul, he said, so there is a father to me, he said. So Jesus Christ said that uh, I am the neighbor, I am the neighbor, uh, immortal soul, I am the neighbor, which is more immortal soul. So you love him, you love me. And he said, and as a mortal soul he said, so I am the way, I am the life. And as a immortal soul he said, I am the way. As an absolute soul he said, destination. As a Lord Krishna, as in the so Lord Krishna in his life he said, so how the lotus leaf does not touch the water, like that as a mortal soul I am not touching to any karma, he said. He said that as a fire inside the body I am digesting everything. And he said that, so I am the one who destroys, I am the one who um, develop, who develop. I am the Kala Swarup, I am the time, he said. And he said, I am boundless, I am boundless cosmic. So he showed his cosmic appearance so to Arjuna itself, and spoke uh, spoke as Paramatma. So so the Maya, which is in the under the control of Paramatma, when Bhagavan is on the earth, when he is speaking like a Paramatma, then Maya will follow with much more devotion and obedience. But with respect to others, it will do its a task. And whenever a person who learns the Paramatma wisdom and who shows trust on the Bhagavan, with respect to that person, Maya does not do anything because he has trust on the Absolute Soul which has created the Maya itself. So Maya does not do anything to him. So such kind of person can get liberation in a single in that birth itself. So that is why in the slokam he said, Mameva ye prapadyante maya me tam tarantite. The one whoever is worshipping me, so whoever is surrendering me, whoever surrenders to me, so they will cross over the Maya, he said. So we have to always surrender to Paramatma itself. If not, if we don't do that, so then the Maya, which has all the rights on us, so will appear as real divine. And Maya will show many miracles uh, than the Paramatma. And we also will see the miracles of Maya will as greater than the Paramatma itself. So here Bhagavan is saying that, however, we explain very well about this. So this wisdom, the Paramatma wisdom, is uh, not understood by everyone. The one who has Janma Samskara, then those people can understand this one. So among them, if whoever uh, uh, whoever got reformed well, so they only can understand the uh, Bhagavan itself. So however they understand, so there are very less number of people who will discard the words of Maya. So in Gita, Bhagavan said that Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. That means, so you keep me in your mind very great. You be devotion to me. You keep devotion on me. You salute to me. Then you will merge with me, he said in Bhagavad Gita itself. So Maya also what it does, it says that, so you keep great on me and you salute to me. I will make you not get any obstacles in your life. So according to this, you yourself think about that, in which direction you would like to travel. So there are two kinds of wisdoms, two paths. One is Maya path, another one is divine path. So divine path make you become divine. Maya path make you get number of births after birth after birth, like that. So if you want to be in the cycle of birth and death, or if you want to get out of that and merge with the God and become the God itself. If you have any doubts, you can ask. If there are no doubts, then we can end the session after Mangala Prarthana. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhurupaya Mangalam. Prabodharpanam to everyone.